Good morning. So today we're going to talk about the law of sines. We've talked about like the Pythagorean theorem and using trig ratios for a right triangle. Well, the law of sines helps us find the ratio, okay, of angles and the opposite sides of any triangle. Okay, so this law of sines you can use for non-right triangles. Okay, all right, so the law of sines is a ratio between the angle and its opposite side. Okay, so if we have a triangle, sorry, gonna try my best here. Alright, so if I have a triangle A, B, C, the side opposite of A is going to be side A, side opposite of angle B is going to be little b, and side opposite of C is going to be little c. Okay, so what we do is that we take the ratio, so we say sine of angle A over side A is the same ratio as sine of angle B over side B, okay, which is the same ratio as sine of angle C over side C, okay? Okay, so let's try these out. All right, so if I have this triangle here, this is not a right triangle because there are no notations that it's a right triangle. Remember, it has to have that notation there to show me that it's a right triangle. Okay, so I want to find this side x right here. Okay, so that's a side that I'm looking for. Okay, so the angle that is opposite of that side is going to be that 70 degrees. Okay, so I can say that sine of 70 degrees over x, okay, is going to be the same thing as, I know the side here, I know this angle is 35, and I know the side opposite is 12. Okay, so now I can take the sine of 35 and divide that by the side 12. Okay, so if you cross multiply a little bit, then you'll get 12 times sine of 70 is equal to x times sine of 35. Okay, divide both sides by sine of 35. So your final answer is going to be 12 times sine of 70 all over sine of 35. So x is going to be equal to, once you put this in the calculator, it's going to be 19.66. So it's going to be 19.7. Okay. All right, let's look here. So here I know I'm looking for my side x. Oopsie. Sorry. I was trying to highlight it. Okay, so I'm looking for my side x here for number 2. Okay, well, the angle that is opposite of side x is one that we do not know. So how can I find that angle there? Okay, so subtract those. So this is going to be a 60 degrees right here. Okay, so we can say sine of 60 over x. Okay, is going to be equal to, okay, now I know this side and the angle that is opposite of that one. So sine of 70 over 20. Okay, so cross multiply, so you're going to get 20 times sine of 60 is equal to x times sine of 70. Divide both sides by sine of 70, so you're going to get 20 times sine of 60 divided by sine of 70. Alright, so put that in your calculator. So it's 20 times sine. Make sure your calculator is in degrees. Okay, so it's going to be 18.4. Okay. Alright, let's look at another one here. So, here I want to find my side x, and I know my angle across from it, opposite of it. So I can say sine of 32 divided by x, okay, is going to be equal to, now I have this side, but this angle that's opposite of that side is over here. So how we find that is say 180 minus 60 minus 32. So that angle is going to be 88 degrees. Okay, so now we can say sine of 88 degrees over 17. Okay, so solve this one. So 17 times sine of 32 is equal to x times sine of 88. Divide both sides, divide both sides by sine of 88. So we'll get 17 times sine of 32 divided by sine of 88. Okay, so 17 times sine of 32, enter, then divide that number by sine of 88. So it's going to be 9.01. Okay, let's do another one here. So this one we're going to be looking for an angle. Okay, so I am looking for this angle, and I know the side that's opposite of that angle. Okay, so sine of x over 20, so we know that ratio, is equal to the ratio of sine of 60 over 23. Okay, so cross multiply here. Okay, so you'll get 23 times sine of x is equal to 20 times sine of 60. Okay, so divide both sides by 23, so you're going to get 20 times sine of 60 over 23. Okay, well now we're trying to find this x here. So remember there's that inverse function on our calculator. So what we'll do is we'll say second sine of 20 times sine of 60. Let me just get that over because I'm running out of room. So inverse sine of 20 times sine of 60 over 23. So what you'll say is you'll say the inverse of sine of this decimal 0.75306. Okay. Okay, so you're going to get roughly 48.9 degrees. Okay, all right, let's do one more. All right, so here we're looking for our, our angle x. I know the side that's opposite of that, so I can say sine of x over 8 is equal to, and I know the angle here and the side opposite of it, so I can say sine of 80 over 17. So do your multiplication. So 17 times sine of x is equal to 8 times sine of 80. Okay, divide both sides by 17, so you're going to get 18 times sine of 80 divided by 17. And then you will take the inverse of sine of all of that. 8 times sine of 80 over 17. Okay, so 8 times sine of 80 divided by 17. So we're going to take the inverse of this number, 0.4634. So you're going to get x is going to be 27.6 degrees. Okay. All right, so I'll finish up those worksheets and you'll have a great weekend.